Victoria Mboko just made headlines by clinching the title at the National Bank Open 2025. Her win isn't just a boost for her own career, puts Canadian tennis back in the global spotlight. People are talking, new fans are tuning in, and sponsors are taking notice. This victory marks a major step forward for Mboko. It's not just about a trophy, it's about what comes next. Ranking points, prize money, press coverage, and new opportunities in the tennis world. Here's a look at what Victoria Mboko gets, both on and off the court, after this breakthrough win. Prize money, financial rewards of the National Bank Open 2025. Winning the National Bank Open is about more than just adding another trophy to Victoria Mboko's collection. The prize money attached to this tournament can completely reshape a player's year and even their career. Let's break down exactly what Victoria takes home after her championship run, how the numbers stack up compared to last year, and what these earnings mean for her future. Winner's purse for the National Bank Open 2025. Victoria Mboko will pocket a winner's check of $810,000 for taking the women's singles title at the National Bank Open 2025. This amount represents an increase from the previous year's prize of $780,637, reflecting the tournament's growing international profile and the boost in sponsorship dollars. Complete breakdown of 2025 prize money. The National Bank Open offers a structured payout, with each round bumping up the player's potential earnings. For context, here's how the money shakes out for singles competitors in the main draw. Winner, $810,000. Runner-up, $432,000. Semi-finalist, $246,000 each. Quarterfinalists, $125,000 each. Round of 16, $68,000 each. Round of 32, $37,500 each. How prize money has changed over the years. Compared to just 5 years ago, the champion's reward has grown by nearly 10%. In 2020, the winner took home just over $735,000. This steady growth highlights the tournament's rising status and the increased attention from fans and sponsors alike. 2020, $735,000. 2023, $780,637. 2025, $810,000. What does this mean for Victoria Mboko? This payout sets Victoria up for greater control over her training, travel, and support staff. More importantly, a 7-figure check catches the eyes of sponsors who start lining up with new partnership deals. The confidence that comes with winning and earning at the highest level, that's just as valuable for what's next as the money itself. WTA, ranking points, and career impact. Victoria Mboko's win at the National Bank Open 2025 gives her more than a big payday. WTA ranking points are the real currency in the tennis world, and this title delivers a serious boost. Let's look at how these points shape her year, her global standing, and the bigger chances now waiting for her. WTA points awarded for National Bank Open 2025. Grand Slam wins grab headlines, but the National Bank Open sits just below in prestige as a WTA 1000 event. Here's what Victoria takes home. Champion, 1000 ranking points. Runner-up, 650 points. Semi-finals, 390 points. Quarterfinals, 215 points. Round of 16 to 120 points. Round of 32 to 65 points. How 1,000 points change Victoria Mboko's world ranking. Before her victory, Victoria hovered outside the top 30. Adding 1,000 points, she could make a giant leap, very likely landing inside the top 15. depending on the results of others in the same week. A jump like this does more than just move a line on a chart. New career high, breaking into the top 20 or even top 15, attracts media and draws respect from WC and seeding committees. Better draws. Higher ranking usually means avoiding early matchups with the world's best players. Victoria can now enter more main draws without needing wildcards or qualifying rounds. She gets a bye in some big events, saving energy for the toughest matches. It's like skipping traffic and arriving at your destination fresh. Impact on tournament seedings and future participation. Rankings shape the way a player's year looks. Automatic qualification for WTA 1000 and Grand Slam events. Top seed status in smaller tournaments. Guaranteeing better positions in tournament brackets. Less pressure in early rounds. Better seedings mean she won't face another top seed until later rounds. Stepping into major tournaments with a higher seeding often leads to more consistent results. Players with stronger seedings face less risk of early upsets. It also builds confidence, knowing she's recognized among the game's elite. Mboko's new standing opens the door to invitation-only events and more sponsorship perks. With this win and the ranking jump, she sets herself up for a full calendar. On the WTA Tour, countless new opportunities, and a shot at the sport's most prized stages. Trophies, media coverage, and endorsement opportunities. Victoria Mboko's victory at the National Bank Open 2025 does more than bring her a big check and ranking points. She now stands with trophy in hand under the spotlights, drawing the eyes of fans, brands, and reporters. Each new mention and partnership adds to her story, building her profile both on and off the court. Let's look closer at how this win shapes her image, presses her into the media spotlight, and opens the door to bigger endorsement deals. The trophy and instant recognition. Winning the National Bank Open comes with more than headlines. Victoria receives a signature trophy crafted for champions of this important event. The trophy itself is a symbol heavy in the hand and packed with history. It's not just another piece of hardware for her shelf. Fans see the photo of Victoria holding that trophy and know they're witnessing an athlete reaching the next level. The trophy stands out, featured in countless highlight reels, press shots, and year-end recaps. Past winners display their trophies with pride, using them as symbols in personal branding shoots, media coverage, and social media buzz. After winning a top-tier event, the spotlight burns brighter than ever. Victoria's name echoes across sports news, highlight programs, podcasts, and online forums. Reporters chase her story. She gets booked for interviews on TV and radio, with magazines and newspapers covering her path to victory. Social media explodes with mentions, GIFs, and fan-made posts. Tennis fans, celebrities, and brands tag her in congratulatory tweets and Instagram stories. Victoria's follower count climbs rapidly, turning casual viewers into long-term fans with every viral highlight. Here are just a few reasons this media attention matters. Press interviews. More time in the press means a stronger connection with both old and new fans. Viral moments, memorable shots, or celebrations can trend, boosting her profile outside pure tennis circles. Increased influence. With each new follower, Victoria becomes more attractive to brands eager for active, authentic influencers. Current and potential sponsorships for Victoria Mboko. List any brands already aligned with Mboko and discuss how the win may lead to new or larger endorsements. Victoria isn't new to sponsorships. As she climbed the junior and pro ranks, she has worked with brands that support rising talent, Below are some of the companies already connected with her, and how this win could take her off-court opportunities to new heights. Current sponsors may include apparel and footwear companies such as Nike, Adidas, or Asics that provide her on-court outfits and shoes. Racket brands, firms like Wilson or Babolat, ensuring she has the best gear for her evolving play. Canadian partners, local brands like National Bank and other Canadian companies that love highlighting homegrown stars. What might change after her National Bank Open win? Brands will look to renew or expand existing deals with Victoria, likely at a higher rate. New sponsors will start calling global nutrition companies, wellness brands, and tech devices want to associate with young, winning athletes, more exclusive shoots and campaigns targeting a broader, even international audience. Fast facts on post-victory endorsements. Big-name tournaments attract luxury watchers, automobile brands, and financial partners looking for player ambassadors. Increased media footage means brands already with her get more screen time and reach. A win-win for both sides. Personal stories and unique victory moments become core content for brand campaigns. National pride and support. Recognition within Canada. A tennis win on home soil means more than points, money, or headlines. For Victoria Mboko, the National Bank Open title brings the kind of celebration only Canada delivers for its rising stars. Her win bridges generations, inspires local players, and unites fans who want to see one of their own shine on a big stage. The country isn't just proud, it rallies around its champion in visible, heartfelt ways. Official congratulations from Canadian leaders. Canadian athletes who make history often hear directly from top leaders, and Victoria's name now joins that list. Right after her win, it's common to see tweets and posts from the Prime Minister, ministers of sport, and high-profile mayors congratulating her. You'll often see public statements and social media messages from government officials praising her achievement, shout-outs during national broadcasts, and special mentions in Parliament or provincial assemblies. The possibility of a personal phone call or letter recognizing her victory, sometimes shared online for fans to see. Public appearances and celebrations. A big tournament win sparks events, both planned and spontaneous. Mboko is likely to make the rounds at Canadian tennis clubs, schools, and fan meet and greets. Here's what fans and communities can expect. Ceremonial, first pitches at a Blue Jays or Raptors game, or appearances at CFL or NHL events, where athletes from other sports celebrate her win. Autograph sessions and photos with young players at local courts. Invitations to morning shows, podcasts, and radio programs, connecting her story to households across Canada, inspiring young Canadian athletes. Mboko's win isn't just a personal victory. It breathes life into kids' dreams from coast to coast, especially those who look like her or share her story. Tennis Canada sees a spike in junior sign-ups every time a local hero triumphs, and Victoria's run will have a ripple effect in neighborhoods and schools. Key ways the win inspires. Tennis clubs and community courts see more kids coming out, wanting to be like Victoria. Coaches use her final match as a teaching tool, showing that big dreams are possible from Canadian roots. Grassroots programs use her story for newsletters, posters, and local campaigns. National media and cultural impact. Canadian TV and radio love a good local story, and Victoria's win fills newspapers, highlight reels, and online features. National networks run features on her road to victory, while magazine profiles let Canadians connect with her off the court. Documentaries and short features may explore her background, family, and training path. she gets invited to sit on panels about sports or empowerment, sharing how she made it this far from a Canadian perspective. Sponsors and broadcasters may run, "Thank you Victoria" ads, cementing her place in the country's sports culture. Future tournament opportunities and invitations. Victoria Mboko's win at the National Bank Open 2025 brings her much more than a trophy and a big check. It lays out a roadmap of new chances in the tennis world that can shape her entire season and, possibly, her career. The doors she just opened aren't just about higher rankings. They include slots in exclusive tournaments, wildcards to high-profile events, and the kind of invites that give a player a shot at even bigger stages. Automatic entry into major tournaments. Thanks to this WTA 1000 title and the ranking boost, Victoria now qualifies directly for many of the sport's top events. No more sweating through nail-biting qualifying rounds or hoping for a wild card. She steps straight into main draws at Grand Slams, WTA 1000s, and Premier-level events. This means guaranteed spots at the Australian Open, Roland Garros, Wimbledon, and the US Open. Automatic entry into the next WTA 1000s, which nearly every top-ranked player attends. No need to worry about early season points. She can plan her schedule around the biggest tournaments, picking and choosing where to peak. Wildcard invitations to elite events. Even with her new ranking, Victoria's breakout status makes her a hot ticket for tournament directors everywhere. She's young, brings in crowds, and just proved she can steal the show. This means big tournaments want her in the field, even if her ranking alone would have allowed it. Look for prestige wildcards at events where sponsors request fresh, exciting names in the lineup, invitations to exhibition matches and charity events that feature stars and legends of the game, special entry into tournaments in places where tennis is expanding or where she's captured public attention. Expect Asia, Europe, and even the US to come calling. Invitations to invitation-only tournaments and special events. With a major title, Victoria moves onto the shortlist for some of the sport's most exclusive competitions. These aren't just for ranking points, they're showcases, often with big appearance fees and VIP crowds watching. Here are some perks she can expect. Invites to select events like the WTA Elite Trophy, where only top-ranked and exciting young players get the nod. Possible participation in year-end championships or special team tournaments if her ranking and form stay strong. Features at gala exhibitions such as the Hopman Cup or high-profile show matches with charity components. More playing opportunities across the calendar. With better ranking and a growing following, Victoria can expand her playing calendar. This means easier access to high-paying tournaments in the Middle East, Asia, or new markets. Options to join mixed-team competitions or national events with other top Canadian players. Invitations to fast-growing tennis events that mix next-gen stars with established champs. Summary of the new tournament landscape Victoria will face. She will start the rest of the 2025 season with a packed schedule of automatic entries into big events. Directors from around the world will compete to feature her with wildcards, special appearances, and showcases, that with every match, she gets the chance to build momentum, climb higher in the rankings, and test herself against the world's elite. Victoria Mboko's National Bank Open victory brings more than a trophy and a paycheck. This win hands her a real shot at new rankings, bigger sponsorships, national pride, and open doors to the world's best tournaments. The boost to her W status means she'll see her name in more main draws and will gain respect on a global level. The impact stretches beyond points and dollars. For Victoria, this stands as a launchpad, giving her not just rewards for today, but opportunities that can shape her career for years ahead. If you're following Canadian tennis, you'll want to keep watching. This might just be the first of many chapters in her story.